Hey there. If you struggle with self-doubt, I want you to know that you're not alone. I went through this exact same thing myself so many times and still do on occasion. What I've learned, however, is that in order to be successful in this industry, or really any aspect of your life for that matter, it all boils down to honestly confronting and overcoming limiting beliefs that are likely holding you back. In today's video, I'd like to shine a light on the ones that I feel are the most common, along with some insight for helping you to overcome them. I'm Jennifer Ellis Schutz, and you're watching the Wellness Code Academy channel, where I chat about innovative and cutting-edge ways to support health and well-being, which includes all things functional health, the mind-body connection, energy-based testing and healing modalities, limbic system impairment, neural rewiring, habit change, and personal development from both the layperson and the practitioner perspective. And if this video resonates with you, be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below and hitting the bell next to it so that you get notified and you don't miss a week's featured video. Okay, limiting belief number one is this: I don't know enough or have enough experience to help people. I need more tools in my toolbox first, more certifications, etc., etc. This, folks, is classic imposter syndrome, and if you're human, you've likely naturally struggled with it. This was one of my own greatest challenges when first starting out, and even now, many years later, with tons of professional trainings and certifications under my belt, this limiting belief still tends to rear its ugly head from time to time. Now, it is certainly true that you do need a solid knowledge base as a foundation, but once you have this foundation, it's time to get started taking action, working with clients, doing the work in the world you're meant to do. For it is only through taking action that we gain clarity on important things, such as our ultimate niche, our ideal client, our strengths and weaknesses as a practitioner, and areas where we need to further develop, as well as areas of specialization that we want to pursue. For example, for me, when I first started out, I didn't have the slightest inkling that I would become so interested and so passionate about brain health, limbic system impairment, and neural rewiring. It wasn't until I really started getting into the trenches with my clients that I realized I couldn't really help them move the needle forward in their health and life so well without the knowledge, tools, and strategies to help them address these aspects of ongoing complex chronic health challenges. So yes, your knowledge is absolutely important. I will never say it's not, but your being skills are equally, if not more important. And by being skills, I'm referring to how you show up and hold space for your clients. This is the true foundation of a therapeutic, cathartic relationship, and the biggest determining factor in whether you are able to help somebody help themselves move forward in their health and life. So the key takeaway here is this: if we continually doubt our ability to be of true service and remain within our comfort zones, not taking action, we withhold our gifts, our divine gifts from the world. And before you know it, well, weeks, months, or even years go by, and we're still stuck in a rut, dreaming about the practice that we wish we could launch and feeling like we still don't know enough. So, if you are a practitioner currently experiencing this imposter syndrome I'm speaking of, or perhaps an aspiring one, afraid to take a leap of faith and commit to a health coach training program, my friendly advice is to meet yourself where you're at. Take action with the knowledge that you do have or will soon have. Portray yourself honestly and lead from your heart. The more you empower yourself to take action, the more you are going to be able to hold space for your clients to do the same. Limiting belief number two: I still have my own health struggles, and therefore, who the hell am I to help somebody else with theirs? First off, it's important to be aware that while not every practicing or aspiring health coach has had significant health struggles of their own, it is extremely common and most often a primary catalyst for getting into this industry in the first place. So, as somebody that has dealt with significant and often disabling health challenges myself, I can tell you honestly from the bottom of my heart that while I raised this exact same question to myself over and over and over again, it has become so glaringly obvious to both myself and my clients that this, in fact, is one of my greatest strengths and assets. As many certifications as I now have, I will tell you that none of them could ever replace the direct experience of falling down into the rabbit hole of chronic illness. But most importantly, the wisdom that I gained through spiraling down into the depths of hopelessness and despair, and then the realization that the key to my healing and moving the needle forward in my life was to shift out of victim mindset and into one of self-empowerment. This, in my opinion, has positioned me as a practitioner to be able to empathize with my clients, not from a theoretical standpoint, but rather from a truly experiential one. I have firsthand felt sense. I know in my bones what it's like to be chronically ill, and my clients feel and appreciate this. So if this is you and you're asking yourself, who the hell am I to be working with clients if I'm still contending with my own health struggles? I challenge you today to start flipping this script. Who better to create a safe space and offer empathy as well as non-judgmental and compassionate inquiry than you, somebody who has experienced deep healing or may still even be in the process of doing so. Limiting belief number 3 is this: I need to know more about marketing to be able to launch a successful online coaching business, such as blogging, social media posting, email marketing, and more. Now, this comes back to what I said earlier. Clarity comes from taking action, and I'll add that it's about progress, not perfection. No health coach in the world launches their business being or starting off as a masterful blogger, email marketer, or social media expert. They evolve into this slowly over time by taking leaps of faith and consistent small action steps each day. The issue is not that you need to know more, it's that you need to get started with what you do know so that you can see what works and make the mistakes you need to make to learn and grow and build the successful business that you are totally capable of building if you just get out of your own way. And now for a little bit of tough love, which we all need from time to time. It's not your current position that matters, but rather your trajectory. And your trajectory is largely determined by the consistent action steps that you take or fail to take each day. The choice is entirely yours. Okay. Limiting belief number 4, and my final one that I have for you for this video, is the industry is already saturated with way too many health coaches. Okay, so there's definitely a growing number of health coaches in the field. I will absolutely give you that one. The truth of the matter, however, is that the number of health coaches currently practicing does not even come close to meeting the need of the sheer number of people suffering from chronic health challenges today. Rates of chronic disease are currently at an all-time high and growing exponentially. Additionally, if you're watching this video, you're likely one that has come to the grim, harsh realization that our current medical paradigm is simply not designed to effectively support those with chronic health challenges, but rather it is designed for acute illnesses, emergency medicine, and certain types of diagnostics and interventional procedures. Now, don't get me wrong. All of these are absolutely essential, and we should all be incredibly thankful that we have them when we need them. So if you're worried that the industry is oversaturated with health coaches, your best strategy, in my opinion, is to set yourself apart through an immersion into a truly holistic model of empowerment-based healing, where functional medicine, energy-based assessment and healing modalities, neural rewiring and nervous system rebalancing, and transformational coaching converge into a cutting-edge approach to health restoration and optimization. And I have happened to have taken the best of what I learned through my own healing journey, as well as the many years spent in professional studies of functional and mind-body medicine, and created the Wellness Code Practitioner Training Program that offers just this. If you're intrigued to learn more, check out wellnesscodeacademy.com and be sure to sign up for my free training, The Wellness Code, a framework for empowered healing, which will basically give you an overview of my signature approach as well as a taste of what you would learn in this practitioner training program. And that's a wrap for this week's video. I do hope you found value and inspiration within it. Until next time, be well and be empowered.